Hey loves, it's your girl Candace. I'm here with Confidential Talk, and we are here to talk about Ready to Love Season 8, okay? I have not talked about Ready to Love on my channel the past couple seasons because honestly, it got a little dry for me, okay? But honestly, watching episode 1 and 2, I was like, oh yeah, we gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it. We gotta discuss. I didn't unfortunately get a chance to review episode 1, but right now I just want to go and do a recap, a really quick, real quick recap of episode 2, and pretty much my thoughts on who I like, who I do not like, and also I'm gonna review episode 3. And there were some things I definitely wanted to discuss that I saw because I actually am in a group on Facebook, the Ready to Love group, and I saw some conversations that really are good conversations, and I wanted to bring it here to you guys. So just a couple of questions I want you guys to kind of think about throughout this a couple of questions I want you guys to think about as I go throughout this review with you. I saw this woman making a comment on Kat, the new girl, right, in episode 3. And she was talking about how she needs to have some humility. She needs to pretty much be modest and pipe down, okay? Because she was talking big stuff about herself. And I want to discuss that and kind of my thoughts on that. Red not letting this thought job situation go. Because we see in the upcoming episode 4, that's going to come on this upcoming week, he's still talking about it to Unique. So I definitely want to talk about that, and how that could play into a personality thing, and like how that could potentially be a red flag. Okay, and is it okay to talk about your past relationships and dates? And I'm referring to Unique. I think this is a really good conversation to have because I've actually been on the opposite side where I was on a date with someone and someone was talking about their past trauma, past things they've been in relationships. And I feel like I'm going to tell you how I feel when we talk about it because there's a lot to unpack. I understand, you want to talk about those type of things. We ask questions. I'm pretty sure those guys did ask questions like, how was your past relationships? What went on, stuff like that. It's just a specific way we really should be answering them, especially when we're trying to make a first impression. So I want to discuss that too. But I want to first talk about episode 2. But if you guys are new here, welcome. My name is Candace. I do videos on sex, love, relationships. Okay, we get spicy over here. And sometimes I do these reality TV reviews. We do product reviews and all that good stuff. The Better Sex Life series every Friday night. So make sure you guys check out my channel and check out some of my other videos. Subscribe to the channel and become part of the family. And click that notifications button so you can get notified every time I drop a new video. Also, make sure you're checking out the website confidentialtalk.com because I do got your pleasure items. Okay, got your pleasure items over there, and we do ship out very quick. So make sure you guys check that out. But going into episode 2 real quick, it's just going to be like a really quick recap. Brandon went home. Wrong place. Brandon did go home. But yeah, they sent Brandon home and Habibi stayed. I think he's a damn fool, and I'm pretty sure we all find that out throughout the episode 2. He really confirmed our feelings that we had when we saw him in episode 1. Okay? Oh, I'm not supposed to be cussing this early. We learned that Marvin does live BDSM shows, and he is Mr. Grey from the 50 Shades of Grey, okay? And I actually do not really care for any of the guys so far on this journey. I want you guys to comment below and let me know what guys you're feeling, what guys you're not feeling. It's not that I'm not feeling Marvin. It's not that I am feeling Marvin. I don't really find him attractive, which, for me, I'm more of a personality and energy person. So I gain attraction off of your energy and how you act and how you carry yourself and stuff like that. So if, I'm not necessarily I have to be into your looks. But when it comes to Marvin and his over sexual, not even over sexual, because obviously, I'm a sex channel here. Okay, we talk about sex. We talk about sex toys. And I get very detailed with, the things that I talk about. And it's a judgment-free zone, So I am in no way judging Marvin. But I do think that we want to get to know you as a person, who you are. It does seem like Tequila was able to get to know him on a date. We're going to talk about that. Sorry, I'm jumping the gun. But Marvin, for me, it's a turn off because I haven't felt like I gotten to know Marvin outside of a sexual energy. Okay, I want to get to the deeper realm because I don't even know if I find him sexy, even knowing what he does. I don't know. Like, do you find Marvin sexy? I don't. I don't know. I don't know. Phil is a bore. Philip is a bore. Morier gives little D energy, but he's very attractive. He's an attractive man. Let's see here. And then Habibi. We see during episode 2 that Habibi insults multiple people. He insulted Janelle by commenting that he wanted to suck her. Next time he's gonna suck her breasts. Next time she turn around and they in his face. He makes another comment to someone else, and then of course the whole Sierra thing. He tells her that her mom ain't okay. And honestly, it's, you know, Tequila was so upset that she turned up at the girls' lounge, the women's lounge. She turned up, you know, get rah-rah. Habibi shouldn't leave. It, you know, what did she say? Eliminate me if he is eliminated. Girl, bye. Leave with him. The exit is right there. Okay? Because you just as much of a fool as he. If you actually think that man has any interest past what's between your thighs. Habibi is a joke. Okay? He doesn't, what he showed me through the episode 2 was he has no conversation. And you can tell when a guy has a ulterior motive when they don't ask questions to actually get to know who you are. They're just talking. It's just fluff talk. Okay, there's no actual intention there. So honestly, he really showed me from the beginning who he was, and the little slick comments and the whole conceited thing. The thing is, okay, and this is why I want to talk about Kat versus Habibi, right? Okay, we had Habibi where he was extremely conceited. Okay, there's a difference between being confident, talking highly of yourself, you know, loving yourself to the point that you just have that confidence that you know that you that thing. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. But Habibi gave very conceited, I'm better than you, bow down, you better show up to this, you better show up to a date without your with your nails done, or that's just crazy to me. Like, just the energy that he gave off was just absolutely like, ugh. Who is going for it? Tequila. Tequila, okay? Because I literally kept writing down Tequila, and I was like, her name is not Tequila, child. Tequila. Like, she is, like, that's just, you can have him. You can have him, ma'am. He's all yours. Take him. Okay? But yeah, that pretty much wraps up episode 2. Habibi left. They got him out of there. Thank goodness. He was literally a joke. Herbert, oh, I do want to talk about this. Herbert, Sierra makes a comment that he gives off sexual erotic energy. That's what she said, erotic energy. And again, these women are actually, we only see glimpses and little bits and pieces of what they're dating, you know, what the people are like. And so we really don't know. Okay? We really don't know. But, Herbert is, yes, he's giving nice guy, teddy bear, but he's giving standoff awkward. Please let me know if you agree or not, because every time I see him on the screen, I just feel like he's just kind of a little awkward. He's a little awkward. He's big. He might be sweet and stuff, but he's just like, you know, there's nothing thrilling. It doesn't seem like there's, you know, but Sierra obviously sees something we don't, because she said he has erotic energy, and he said something to her, okay, to make her think that. So I don't know. I'm actually shocked he's still there. So he's doing something right, y'all. I might just need him to be on my screen a little bit more, and maybe I can get that energy from him, because right now it's much giving standoffish, sitting in the corner all to himself. You come to him, he'll talk to you, but he just, you know, whatever happens. Like, he's just very nonchalant, very easygoing, very relaxed, reserved, and not erotic. I'm not getting erotic, but anywho, Looks are always deceiving, okay? Because I feel like I haven't seen him a lot on my screen. So I just need to get that energy from him. I need to see that energy that Sierra is seeing. Maybe he only giving it off camera, or maybe they just haven't showed the parts yet, okay? Anyways, so we are moving on to episode 3, Tommy's Choice. And this is where Tommy picks out the dates for the guys, okay? The first date that he picks out is with Tequila and Marvin. And Marvin is surprised to see her because, you know, yesterday she said that she felt like he ignored her, and he wasn't having that. Okay, you ain't about to play me, sis. Okay, because, you know, I was cool. That's not what he said, but that's pretty much what he said. They end up having a really good date. But he doesn't know if there was really a romantic connection, but the vibes were good. Okay. You know, she was like, I love me a competitive man, you know, definitely with some touchy feely. They were laughing, having a really good time. So, her shirt, that leather puffy shirt that she wore, wasn't appealing. Okay. There's definitely not going to be, a man is very visual. There's not going to be y'all might come for me in the comments, but it is what it is. It's factual. Presenting yourself when it comes to men going on dates, what we look at is different from what men look at. Men are very visual. That might be a fashion piece you go and wear when you're out with your girlfriends, or like, you know what I mean? But as far as like a date actually like appealing to a man, that top was a hot ass stinking mess. It was not cute. It wasn't sexy. And I feel like, you know, Tequila, like, they had like a really good energy. And I feel like if she wore something a little bit more flattering, you know, because I feel like she was kind of flirting and stuff like that, there could have been somewhat of a romantic connection. Marvin is driven by one thing and one thing only. Okay. Oh, and also an accent. Okay. He wants 50 Shades of Grey 24/7. Oh my goodness. It's funny because if you guys follow I don't want to do any spoiler alert or spoilers. I don't want to give any spoilers, but it's funny because I'm talking about them too. And I think there was like a little spoiler about what their relationship status is now. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's real. I'm not going to speak too much on it because I don't know if it's real or true. But I think in this group chat that I'm in, they kind of like, they spilling a lot of tea that is too early. Like I want to finish the season. I want to enjoy the season. Okay. But, word on the curve is they might be dating now, Tequila and Marvin. So, you know, while I'm talking all this ish, you know, she snatched him. She might have. I don't know. Allegedly. But, you know, I did honestly, watching them on the screen, they did seem like they had really great chemistry. I just wasn't a fan of that top. And honestly, he probably would have seen it a little bit earlier if she didn't wear that top. Okay, wore something a little bit more flattering for her body. She's a cute woman. You know, she's not a bad looking woman. Not a fan of her attitude, but you know, she's not a bad looking woman. So I feel like, and I do think that she's just a certain type. I feel like she could be definitely, I don't know what the word is. I can't think of the term. She can be not mistaken or misunderstood a little bit. I feel like she's either for you, like, or not for you. Okay, you either like her or you don't. Okay, but I kind of get her energy. I don't think she's a bad person. But moving on, we have the next date with Chris and the new girl, Katarina. I think that's her name. Katarina. She go by as Kat. I'm just call her Kat. By the way, Chris, you would think nice looking guy, like. It's just something about these guys that are just not giving, like, I would be interested personally. But again, if I was on the show, maybe I don't know. But, like, Chris seems nice. He seems okay, but not interesting. But I find myself more interested in the females in this season. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I find myself more interested in the females. Like, Katarina came on the screen. She seems like 10 out of 10 boss. You know, her when she was doing her little slow walk, I wish that she wore like maybe a little bit better fitted jeans, because I feel like she wasn't really filling out them jeans, you know, like we would have liked to see. But that girl is a boss, and she is beautiful, and she definitely let us know that's how she felt. I'm not here to toot my own horn, but toot, okay, nursing degree 3 degrees. I have a nursing degree. I'm a certified nurse. That's what she said. I'm sorry. She said I'm a certified nurse. I do this, I do that. She was just laying herself out, and I am 100% here for it. Okay. And the conversation I'm gonna have later, like I actually, one of the groups I'm in, it was a woman that talked about how she definitely tooted her own horn. She definitely did this, and she definitely did that. And I know some people are brought up, not to highly talk of themselves. I think that's like a real thing. I think that people, relax, pipe down. You need to, don't. So it's okay for me to talk highly of this person and that person. I can't talk about myself like that. What? Okay, some of us don't know how to love ourselves properly. Okay, but we're gonna discuss that later. That's at a later time. Katarina, she is just fire in my personal opinion, but we learned that she can't cook, okay? Because Chris definitely said something about cooking and eating. She was like, I can eat, okay? She did not say nothing about cooking, but she got the full package everywhere else. I need the man to cook, okay? That's pretty much what she's saying. Moving on. Janelle has a date with a new guy, Christopher. They seem to have a good connection, and I'm really feeling that man's accent. Okay, he's an attractive man, and he had like this country, like, I don't know what it was, like twang or something. I don't know, but I am here for the way he talks. It just sounds really, really good. Okay, you know what? Okay, then I lied. There is somebody. Okay, yes, I'm like obsessed with his voice, but like honestly watching him and Janelle on their date, and maybe it's because I like Janelle too. I really, really like her energy and who she is and kind of how she like carries herself and stuff like that. I just like her, but his energy during that date was like, it was good. It was good. He was complimenting her. He was smiling. They was able to talk about stuff they had in common. I was just so here for it. I was like, yes, man. Like, finally somebody on the show that actually looked like they like, and that's how I be out here for us women. Like, that's how it really be. Like, it'd be like 15 guys and there was only one guy that only one guy, and the struggle is real. Okay. Anywho, Philip and Tequila get to the date first. There's a group date, and Philip and Tequila get to the date first, and it's kind of awkward for Philip because he feels like they've already kind of had like this hiccup. They discuss how they don't like cats and dogs, which I thought was kind of weird. And I'm like, who doesn't like cats and dogs? I don't know. They're pets. They're amazing. I know there's people out there, like one of my friends actually don't like cats, and I have a cat, and I'm just like, girl, because you haven't met my cat. Anyways, anywho, not too much really to say here. Sierra shows up and talks about how she's ready to for somebody to crack her eggs. Okay, she wants a big family. And Philip talks about how he never really posts his significant others. And honestly, when Philip said that, it was just like, okay, Phil, you seem like you would live a modest life. Real relaxed. Not modest, but like just reserved, relaxed, calm. Nobody knows about it. Like, so would I be really looking for Philip to post me on his socials? I don't know. I will have to see what Philip's social looks like. Okay. There's certain people that they just live a certain lifestyle. Like, you really can't trip. Like, for instance, my boyfriend never posts on Instagram. Okay. Now, am I somewhere talking about, you don't post me? Why am I never on your social media? No, because the man don't post himself. Like, so what am I tripping for? So like, I feel like when I saw Phil say that, I was like, okay, that's Phil. Okay. I don't think that I would be upset. Now, if that was Quentin, the guy that is a he's an what is he, gym enthusiast, or he's a personal trainer. I don't know exactly what he does, but he's probably popping on the gram. And if it comes from him and he's like, I don't really post my girl, then that might be an issue for me. Okay, now why you don't need to post your girl? Why you don't want nobody to know you got a woman? Why? That will be questionable. But Phil, I don't think Phil is posting thirst traps and out here getting the hella DMs because he probably just uses social media just to be on there. Okay, he's not probably posting himself. I don't know though. I could be wrong. I'll have to actually find him on Instagram. I actually really don't be looking these people up to see them on social media. So I really don't know if y'all have seen his Instagram and he's shirtless out here, you know, posting thirst traps. Please comment below. Let me know. Anyways, let's see. Who's next? This date, yeah. So that was pretty much the wrap of that date. Then we get the group date with Herbert, Red, Aries, Lee, Unique, and Christopher. Okay, Red already like, who is this Christopher? And I want to talk about this later too. Red's energy. It's something about his energy that's like, it could be a good thing, or it could be a red flag. And this is kind of outside the whole situation with him and Unique. I do feel like he kind of has like this jealousy energy, okay? And while that could be, as long as it's not like severe, it could be like, oh, I'm territorial, this is like mine, and like that could be sexy to some people. Like that territorial energy, that's sexy. But that jealousy energy, or that like, oh, don't talk about a woman, like, all right, move on, like, it's just like, it's certain things like that to me. I was jumping the gun at the end of the episode. I think it was Quentin talking about Janelle and how they be talking bad over the phone, you know, talking bad. That's what she said too. Yeah, he was really ready for Quentin to move on about talking about Janelle. And I think that's hot. I think that is so hot. Like, okay, like, yeah, don't like no other man talking about me. Like, yeah, check him. But then there's other instances where I feel like it could come off as like he just have like an ego thing. Like, it's like, okay, you cannot tamper with this man's ego, or he is going to go for your jugular. Like, I guess even with the whole Unique situation, or even with Christopher coming in and he's feeling like something's getting tested. It's like, I gotta, you know, put him on the spot and maybe potentially embarrass him and make him, you know, make myself feel better and make him look smart. Like, that is the energy he's kind of giving. And I'm just like, all right, this could be, again, it could be like, okay thing. It's not a bad thing. It can be sometimes a little sexy. It's like, okay, my man's a alpha male. He's like, you know, he's giving alpha male energy. But like, it could be also a very toxic, bad thing too. So which one is it, Red? Which one is it? We need to know. Anywho, let's see. Red asks Aries if she finds him attractive. She goes, That's why you don't ask that question, okay, Red? You just know you're attractive, okay? You just gotta have that confidence, boo. I think it was really just a way to kind of slick his way in there, because he seems like a little bit of a flirt. He doesn't really give me the energy that he gives a hoot whether a woman finds him attractive. He knows how to get in there regardless, okay? Red definitely gives player vibes. Unique has experiences. So Unique is talking to Herbert and she talks about her past experiences, and I feel like she kind of been doing this. And at first, my first perception of Unique was, this girl's been through some stuff, she ain't having it no more, and she's definitely gonna be laying some boundaries down and letting you know, look, you're not about to play me. You're not about to do this. I got this together. And that's kind of how I initially read her energy. But then when Herbert made a comment and said, you know, he sees that she's just not ready, I actually had to take another look at it again. I'm like, they are just really getting to know each other, and now they're really knowing her trauma so early. And listen, we all been through some stuff. We done all had an ex play us. We done all had somebody break our hearts, do us dirty. Like, we probably all been through some traumatic experiences that has really molded who we are today. Like, this is all true tea. But do you unleash all of that when you first meet someone? No, you just, we gotta talk about it later. So we move on to the next group date. There was a lot of group dates. Honestly, that's what I'm kind of feeling this season. This season, they are packing these dates in. I don't know if y'all know this. Like, I feel like in previous seasons, they kind of move slower throughout these dates. So we don't even get to really see everybody in the episode. We really don't even get to see a lot of interactions with people. They packing these dates in, baby, okay? So we got another group date with Herbert Red, Aries Lee, Unique, and Chris. Oh, no, sorry. We got another group date with Morier, Marvin, Phil, Jessica, and Kat, and Kira, I think. Marvin scoots closer to get to know Kat. Morier and Jess have a good conversation off by themselves. I did make that comment earlier in the video that I thought Morier give off Little D energy. I still find that man attractive, and I could be completely wrong. I should have said that earlier. I could be wrong. I could be so wrong. It's just what I perceive through the TV. But he's very attractive. And I could see him in just... oh, shoot. And I could see him in just working out. I think that they seem to have really good energy. So I would really like to see where that connection goes. Marvin talks to Kira. He tells her that he wants to move to the Virgin Islands. In a few years, that's really where his passion is. And he gets really into it. He talks about how beautiful it is there. He wants to live right, next to the beach and spend lots of time on the beach. And honestly, that lifestyle is for a certain type of person. I don't think it's necessarily a red flag because Kira was just kind of like really, really off-putted by it. He did say one, in a couple years. Two, you don't know where you're going to be at in a couple years. Maybe that might be the lifestyle for you. That sounds like a very live-free lifestyle. And like, again, that may not be for you, but I wouldn't necessarily call it a red flag. Just something to be cautious of because that might be his future. But I wouldn't necessarily say like, okay, I don't want to get to know him anymore because of it. Now, unless you know for a fact that you would never want to go over the Virgin Islands. Or, move out from where you are, maybe. I don't know. But I don't know. She called it a red flag. I thought that was kind of weird. Phil talks to Kat, and he seems to like her. So we go to the men's lounge. Again, we see that little jealousy with Red when Quentin was talking about Janelle. The guys aren't feeling Tequila, Unique. And there was one other person, but she did not land in the last two. So we got Tequila and Unique are our last two women. Again, Unique shows up to the date with Morier and kind of just gives like I'm healing energy. And at that point, it really just resonated with me that this girl is still healing. Like, I don't know if she's really going to make it in this show or build genuine connections because she does seem like she hasn't been able to get past what she's going through. And I haven't really seen her interact with Marvin since the time that they were sitting down. I think that was the second episode where they were sitting down and he was talking about like he likes her submissive energy and like how she's how she's like smiling and giggling at his like what he's saying and looking away and stuff like that, like her mannerisms. Like I just haven't seen them like really connecting, so I don't know really where their connection is right now. But Unique need to find a connection. Okay, a connection. One. But anyways, so that's pretty much the end of the episode. Tequila ultimately gets eliminated, and that was that. But I want to talk about a couple things that we discussed already. I kind of got into, Katarina talking about tooting her own horn and actually tooting the thing. Okay, I think that people have a tendency to talk about other people in a really great light, but have a hard time talking about themselves because we learned growing up, some of us, like, oh, if you talk about yourself, you do this, you're conceited, or you think you're better than other people. And there's a difference between like, I can do this better than this person, and I'm this and I'm that because I'm better than there is a difference between doing that versus saying like, hey, I've worked hard all my life. I got 3 degrees. I've been to nursing school. I'm a certified nurse. I've opened up my own business. Like, there is nothing wrong with talking about that because I know firsthand when you have accomplished a lot, baby, you love talking about it. Because you're proud of yourself. You are confident. You did that, sis. You did that. And I think that what people don't understand is getting out of that old school mindset that talking good about yourself is a bad thing. You gotta humble yourself. You gotta do it. No, you don't. You can talk good about yourself and think highly of yourself. You're supposed to. You do that for your friends. And it's so crazy because I have conversations with people a lot about this, and this is something that I've had to go through personally on my own. It's so easy for us to talk about our friends in a really good light. It's so easy to friend, you're doing so good, you're this, you're that, you're the bomb. It's so easy for us to literally just give our friends good energy, say good things about them, make them feel good about, boast their energy. It's so easy for us to give our friends compliments and to encourage them. So why is it not that easy for us to do it for ourselves? Why is it a problem when we want to say good things to ourselves or good things about ourselves? That is a form of self-love. Okay? I've had to go on that journey myself. I've done a huge transformation. I think this is actually the first time I've actually really acknowledged how far I've come in this when it comes to this. But a few years ago, I don't even think I acknowledged that I was doing it for the longest. It was just something natural to me. When I would make a mistake or I would do something or I fail or maybe just anything, I would mentally, self-consciously be like, oh my God, that was so stupid. Oh my God, why would you do that? And then I'll dwell on it and I'm like, oh my God, you gotta do better. You did that. And I would beat myself up. That is something I used to do. I never praise myself for good things. I allow other people to do that. I didn't do it for myself. And I realized that if I really love myself like I say I do, I would give myself that praise. And also, mentally, it will help me think highly and better of myself if I actually treat myself like a human being. Okay? So when I do make mistakes, I say, Kimmis, it's okay. Let's learn from it. You know what? That's okay. It's okay. You're okay to feel upset about this. You're okay to be sad about this. But you got this. You got this next time. Or if I actually do accomplish something, yes, you did that. Yes, get it, girl. The self-talk is so real. It helps build confidence. It helps you love yourself more. And ultimately, it helps you mentally be in a more positive space. You cannot talk bad about yourself and expect everybody to say good things about yourself. Or you can't say, you can't do that. So for me, when I see women, and again, she didn't come in saying oh, I'm better than them. I got 3 degrees. I went to nursing school. I got my own business. I'm beautiful. I look better than these girls. She didn't come in like that. That's conceited. That's cocky. That's not okay. She came in yeah, I'm looking for a man, and I got this going on. This is what happened in the past. These were my past men. They didn't want to do this with me. They didn't want to do that. And I want someone that's going to, be excited and have a good time and want to do stuff the way I want to do it. I am this. I like to do that. This is what I like to do. I work out every day. She laid herself out and the men were eating it up. So if you are a woman that don't usually do that, start now. Start now. Because I am one of those. I ain't gonna lie. If I get to talking to somebody, it's going to come to a point where if they ask me about me, I'm going to talk about me. I'm going to say some good stuff. If you asking for a reference to, I need somebody to work with because because I'm professional. I'm this and I'm that. No, I'm number one. I put myself first. Me. And that is a form of self-love. All of it. And it all starts with how you talk to yourself and how you feel about yourself. Talking to yourself greasy, probably don't feel that great about yourself or don't think that much of yourself. And you have to change that. You are you and you are the only person you can live with. You have to change that about yourself. So when I see people make comments like that, for me, it's woo, have you ever loved yourself? Or have you ever been proud of yourself? Have you ever accomplished really anything? Because if you have, you would know what that feels like. You would know what it feels like to want to scream that to the mountains. Okay? Where everybody can hear. Okay? A public announcement. I need everybody to know. I accomplished something today. So quickly it'll be. Another conversation I wanted to talk to you guys about was the Unique, and the fact that she is bringing a lot of her trauma to her dates. There is nothing wrong with talking about previous relationships, because it comes up, what happened in your past relationship, what did not work, what worked, stuff like that. You guys are going to talk about that stuff. But you have to, when it comes to first dates, there has to be a way that you answer. Keep it short, keep it sweet. When they get to know you on more of a personal level, you're getting deeper into stuff, then you can start releasing that. Then you can start saying, like, this happened to me when I was in that last relationship. This is how this is it. Like, this is what we talk about after we had a few dates, okay? You can't just unleash all this trauma on a man after date number 1, 2, and 3. Like, it's too soon. Even if he asks you what happened, it didn't necessarily end well. But I'm in a space right now where I've let it go. I've learned from it. I'm ready to see what's out here, and then move on. We don't talk about exactly what he did, how you're hurt. It kind of just gives an energy. It was a girl last season on Ready to Love, and again, I didn't do a recap, so I didn't talk about it, and I don't really remember her name. I just watched the show. She had really, really curly hair. Very natural girl. She got eliminated really early. And one of the reasons why she got eliminated is because she brought her trauma. I think it was at the mixer. It was like the beginning. Like, she brought the trauma real quick. And it was very off-putting. It sounds like you're not over it, sis. And that's okay. You just need to heal. Go heal. That's all. So, for me, Unique is a very beautiful woman. I definitely think that she deserves love. I think that she is on the journey of being ready, but I do actually have to agree with Herbert. I don't think that she's really ready for a serious relationship until she really, really fully heals. Now, she might be. I don't know. But it's not necessarily, like, it's not attractive when you're initially coming out with, oh, I went through this, I went through that, I went through this. Like, keep it short and sweet. It didn't work out. If he cheated, he cheated. Are you a cheater? Have you ever cheated? Change the conversation. Like, we don't need to know the details. We don't need to know the backstory. Like, one day I was at home and he said he was going out somewhere, and I happened to go out with a friend, and then we saw him there. Just like, we don't need to know the details until later, after we had a few dates. We grabbed him in. He's locked in, and now we're having deeper, more meaningful conversations. Then we can unleash a little bit of the trauma at a time. I'm saying we had all been through some stuff, but just don't unleash it on first, second, third date. And the last thing I wanted to talk about was Red. I've kind of talked about this already through the recap, so I'm not going to really talk about it too much. I just kind of want to go back to it. I had mentioned how, his jealousy, he has like a jealousy territorial energy. And the territorial energy could definitely be a sexy thing depending on who you are. Because I know some people are not into that. They don't like the territorial energy. But that is the energy he is giving. And I know for women, when men give that to women, that is an attractive thing. I feel like when women give it to men, it's like weird. Men don't want no territorial. I don't know. But like, when it comes to a woman and a man, like, for you to be like, oh, no one else can, like, don't talk to my girl. Don't, it's, I don't know. It's just like, it's something about a territorial man. It's just like, okay, it's kind of sexy, but it could be borderline red flaggish. And I think Red is giving that energy. Like, he's giving territorial, but he's also giving, I'm really crazy for real. Like, I will go back and forth with a woman. I'll argue with you. And it brings me to the whole situation with him and Unique. Unique called his job a thought job. Okay, we've already discussed this. We've already determined this is not the woman for you. She's walked away. She kept it cute. Why are we bringing this up in episode 4? We don't know what the conversation is going to be like. We just know he brings it up, and I think it was, I forgot exactly what he was saying, but I think it's not necessarily about the thought job. It was about something else, but it's kind of relating to the whole idea of the fact that she called his job a thought job, and he's just really mad about it. Let it go, sir. I mean, if you really think about it, you're a comedian and a DJ. You got thoughts, and you giving mad player energy, Holmes. Like, this is what you're doing. And she just jokes and said, haha, you got that job. Let it go. Let it go. And the fact that he can't, that ain't cute. I don't like when men, and I'm pretty sure a lot of women can say this, you know, because this is, I feel like this, and I hate to do this because I know we're trying to just make everybody, group everybody together. We just all one. But like, look, I think that there's still things out there that, you know, like people kind of identify as like kind of like a womanly thing to do, not necessarily a masculine thing to do, and that is to get mad so quick and hold on to the shit. That shit is not sexy. And that's exactly what Red's doing. He's getting mad. He got mad about a comment that she made, and he is not letting it go. And that is very female trait-ish. Not saying that all females are like that, okay? I don't want y'all coming for me in the comments because y'all know, you know, we love women over here, okay? But it's giving pussy energy. Like, I just don't like that. Like, I don't know. It's kind of going against his masculinity. It's like, okay, you bent her over a comment. That woman, there's all these other women here that are giving you play and energy, but you over here really mad. So I don't know, you guys. I'm so weird with Red because I feel like initially when I saw him, I was like, oh, he's not really that attractive, but his energy is kind of like appealing. So I was like, okay, I kind of like him. Like, I actually like his energy. Like, he's very masculine. He's very like, I don't know, like he just kind of has the right things to say. He seems like he has good conversation. Like, he is actually kind of appealing. So I was like, okay, I already told you at the beginning, like, I'm not really like a conceited person. Like, I'm not like, you have to look a certain way. Like, I am attracted to vibes and energy. And I was like, I kind of like his energy. But now it's getting a little crazy. So I don't know. We'll have to see where this goes. How long he lasts. The lady seemed to like him though. He seems like he has really good connections. I noticed that next episode, Janelle did not mention him as her top connections. She mentioned only Herbert and Quentin. So that was really interesting. And I know, even though we don't really see Janelle and Quentin have a lot of camera time, I know they talk on the phone, as Janelle would say, they talk on the phone heavy, okay? They be on the phone, okay? And, you know, that chemistry where you can really have good conversation with somebody, that is really meaningful. So I kind of had a feeling that was going that way, even though we kind of see Janelle with Red and they just have chemistry. Nah, but she be talking to Quentin. She be talking to him. So we're gonna have to see what happens, y'all. Hopefully, you know, we only got one relationship out of Ready to Love and we at season 8. So hopefully, you know, we can get something meaningful out of this season, because honestly I had to review it. It's juicy. And we gonna see what's up. I don't even think I mentioned Sierra this whole recap. I don't know, there's really too much to really mention, but we're gonna have to see who Sierra connects with, because I feel like she's kind of all over the place. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys comment below. I need to know what you guys think about the season so far. What you like, you know, who you like, who you don't like. What you think about some of the comments, or the topics as far as like, you know, Unique talking about her trauma on like the first, second, third dates. How we think about Red. Like, what do we feel about Red? Like, do we like him? So we think that he's nuts? Okay. And Kat, do we like Kat? I love Kat. I love her. I'm telling you, I'm more impressed with the women this season. Like, can we get another round of men? Like, what's up? And I like Chris. I do like Christopher. The new Christopher. Yes, I like him. I like him a lot. So I like his energy and his accent. Really, really nice. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Comment below, become part of the Confidential Talk family by subscribing, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.